your boy Punch in the fucking building, man. How y'all doing tonight, man? A lot of shit to talk about, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little toned down today, man. Punch ain't coming in too crazy. We just gonna make fun of motherfuckers, man. So, how to blow $100 million? Gervonta Davis really fucked himself on this one, but that was all the clown show. But at the same time, man, I think Jake figured out a way how to get out of that ass whooping that he was gonna catch regardless. We're gonna talk about that tonight. Final predictions, man. Ortiz versus Lubin. Y'all already know which way I'm leaning, man. You know how I feel about both of them cats, but we're gonna talk about that tonight. Terrence Crawford, man. Bud, the great Bud Crawford. He's ready to go down there and wreak havoc at 160. Go for that 5-time lineal champion to really solidify his legacy. Look out, Janet Beck. We're definitely talking about that tonight. So like always, man, Punch is going to roll up. Because luckily, I had a long day. We're going to talk about it. But I made it home. So we'll roll up. And then we're going to get into all this shit, man. So that and much more tonight on the Punch Talk Show. Get ready, fellas, man, because we all get to laugh at Gervonta stupid ass Davis. Oh, Mark, you know I gotta roll up, brother. I made it home. If you were talking to me offline, you know there's a significance to that, man. So definitely. Gotta get some of that ganja in me, baby, man. I need my meds, bro. It's one of them type of times, bro. So yeah, man, y'all know what time it is. We're over here with Punch Bowl, but you know we got a lot to talk about, man. Shout out to my mans, man. Shout out to the guys, man. DJ, Mark, my niggas in the building, man. How y'all doing, bro? So, I know we all heard about it already. Everybody done probably talked about it. I'm a little late to the conversation. You know what I mean? I got a lot going on right now. But we see Gervonta and fucked himself again. So, dude, you see the title, right? How to blow $100 million, bro? How to lose it? How do you get a week away from the fight, 2 weeks away from the fight, and you can't keep your hands to yourself, man? What is with these rich, powerful motherfuckers like slapping bitches, bro? Like, bro, you can get any woman you want. You want to be the nigga dragging women across gymnasiums and getting sued for slapping the shit out of females, bro. What's wrong with you, man? Is that a little man complex? Hey, yo, y'all think that's a little man complex, bro? You know what I mean? Now, you know, just like I know, just like all of us know, that like Jake Paul got a women's brand, bro. Now, you know, in today's era, and all the power they didn't let these feminized ass women have, right? You want to be slapping bitches a week before the fight, bro, knowing that there's like your literal undercard, your literal fucking undercard, bro. Your literal undercard is a woman, and you slapping bitches a week before the fight, bro. Tank, do you always want to be worth $10 million, bro? Because it seems like every time you get a chance at these big paydays, you do dumb shit, bro. Like I was actually starting to look forward to you cooking this nigga, man. I was actually starting to look forward when I start seeing him out there sparring with Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis and the likes of them. I'm telling you, man, they definitely showed Jake where he was as far as boxing and wanting to get in there with the top guys, and they was whooping his ass. They was whooping Jake's ass in sparring all day, man. So he kind of found another way to inch his way out because you can't keep your hands to yourself. All right. We know that when Jake Paul get in them situations where he can't control the outcome, he'll try to find some little loophole to weasel his way out. Because if you think the only reason Jake is pulling out of this fight is because Tank did this bullshit, that's a lie. It's just his loophole. Because we all knew before the fight got made, Tank Davis was known for slapping bitches. Right? Right? So, bro, you already knew the nigga's character before you made the fight with him, so you can't use that as no excuse. Just say, Jake Paul, this is to you. Just say, nigga, I got in there with the top dogs at the same weight class as him. And they cooked me every sparring. Bro. They gave me wholesale ass whoopings the whole time. All of them. Montana Love, Ray Ford, Keyshawn, Shakur was all over there whooping Jake's ass and having a good time doing it. Showed him exactly where he was in the sport. And so he's like, fuck. If these niggas is doing it to me and they going kind of easy on me, what the fuck is Tank about to do? So Tank fucks up, gets sued for slapping another chick. You know what I mean? This one couldn't be bought off like all the other chicks he just slapped around. You know what I mean? And now all of a sudden, here come the slew of lawsuits that he said, hey, remember he said this? Hey, man, if I was known for slapping chicks, wouldn't I have a whole bunch of chicks coming out on me? Oh, the irony of that. How fucking poetic was that? It's like he predicted his own fucking downfall, man, or knew it was coming. Seriously. I kind of feel that way, right? I'm like, bro, you know you slap bitches. We know you slap bitches. Why you up here capping? And then what do you do a week before the fight? Slap another bitch. Bro, what the fuck, man? You can't make this shit up, fellas. You cannot make this shit up. Ruin a $50 million bag, yo. How is this possible? What era are we living in, man? I'm telling you. For real. I know, DJ. Fucking up my good time. You know? So, Punch say, Punch, you no longer gonna get to see Sugar Neeks, man. I know, man. I was so looking forward to that, man. Seeing her with that superhero goddess body she got. God damn. She's my favorite weigh-in of all female fighter weigh-ins. Nobody ain't got shit on Sugar, nigga. Goddamn, she's sexy. But anyway, I'm starting to digress, but that's a good point, DJ. It's whack, man. I'm looking forward to see her defend her undisputed title, man. But some niggas can't keep their goddamn hands to themselves, so they fucking up the party for everybody else. Yeah, I got home, Mark. I'm back at the crib, but we'll see how long that lasts because I don't feel too well. I'm still feeling a little fucked up, y'all. We'll see. But I think that's kind of ironic though. They took the whole shit off Netflix, right? So they say Jake Paul's gonna find another opponent to replace Tank. Now, here's the funny part. When I say, I swear this is what he always been wanting. This has to be what he's always been wanting. But not only did this play out perfectly for Jake Paul, because he found this little loophole because he was scared he was gonna get beat. He knew he was gonna get the shit beat out of him. After exploring real champions in their prime, he got a real taste of what it was like, and again, realized like, oh shit, I gotta try to find a loophole. Found his loophole, right? Now, every fighter in the world want to fight him. Jake, Ain't this what you wanted, bro? You got every fighter in the world attention. Every fighter. Now, and I love that because now that motherfucker is gonna get run out of the box so fast his head gonna spin because now you can't duck the top guys. Now they all calling you too. No more UFC fighters who's washed up and can't box for shit. No more old ass over the hill boxers. Now you gotta get in there with somebody tight. You said you wanted to be champion, Jake. Here's your chance. But you just found out where your skill was when you sparred Shakur Stevenson. When you sparred Keyshawn Davis, they showed you where your skill was. And you know what? My guy, you don't look too confident no more. That was a humbling experience, wasn't it? So I'm happy it happened. You think Keyshawn Davis, who can't keep his mouth closed for shit, ain't gonna fucking tell everybody how trash he was in them foreign sessions? Dad's over there whooping that ass, boy. Dad's over there whooping that ass in that MVP gym, bro. So you're like, oh, fuck, how can I get out of this? Oh, Tank got a chick suing him for money for slapping her. Hey, Netflix, ain't there a policy that y'all got in there you can't slap bitches? Mm-hmm. Let's use that to pull out this fight. Because I don't want to get embarrassed in front of everybody. Because Gervonta is about to punish me. He was. But Tank's the fucking idiot because, nigga, I told you, man. Can't trust people who, like men who paint their fingernails, bro. They always got some weird Napoleon complex, man. Little man shit, man. Do you ever notice the little niggas always are the ones known for slapping their women around, bro? Bro. Us regular ass people, we be confident in ourselves and shit, yo. So we don't gotta slap our women. Them little niggas though, little 5'4" niggas, little 5'5" niggas, 5'6" niggas, them niggas be beating the shit out of their girls because they be mad their girl staring them in the eye, bro. I'm telling you, they don't know what it's like to have your woman look up at you with love in her eyes because they so busy bitches either looking down at him or looking directly in his ass because he's the same height as her. I'm telling you, little niggas, man, they hate that shit. You know what I mean? Like them little motherfuckers, they don't got the ability to just kind of like throw their girls up on their shoulders and like twirl around with them and shit. They can't do that shit. They be mad as fuck. So take it out on their women, man. And even if they got millions of dollars like him, man, they still can't keep their fucking hands to themselves. I never understood that, bro. Like guys who want to control women like that, like, bro, nigga, fuck you, rich as hell. You don't got control shit, bro. No, these niggas is so ugly and little that they when they get money, they still got that same self-hate because they ain't getting no pussy before. Like, come on, man. If Tank wasn't famous, he's getting no ass. So they use that shit because when they get clowned in the hood and shit, you know what I mean? So they keep that same self-hate inside, but even when they get rich, they get their hands on a beautiful woman. They can't see her with nobody else because, you know what I mean? That self-hate's inside. So it's like, oh man, she's leaving me because I'm ugly. Yeah, you're ugly, but you're rich, bro. So like, it's cool. You can get you a bad bitch because you're rich. All rich niggas get bad bitches. Like, come on, man. Look how weird. Like, you think girls was lying up around the corner? Like, look at Trump, Harvey Weinstein. They all had bad bitches. They all look like tubs of garbage. Like, nigga, money is all that matters. You can get you a bad bitch. So I don't understand why these niggas is so possessive over women when there's like lined up around the corner. You know what I mean? To be in your presence. Like, this is how stupid they are. This is how stupid some of these niggas be. Like, Tank. Like, you know, but you know how them niggas is though to have babies with their first 4 girlfriends. Like, oh man, you one of them niggas, man. Every girl you be with, you gotta have a baby with her and shit. Like, well, you know why you doing that? Because you want to have control. Some weird ass niggas, man. Like, you know, what type of motherfucker they is. So see, the niggas like that can't keep their hands to themselves. So they always, and you know how girls is, they conniving. So he probably get pissed her off. You know what I mean? She said she knew all I gotta do is really talk shit to this nigga and slap the fuck out of me, slap the fuck out of her, and then she sued his ass. Like, you know, is the lawsuit true? No, probably, you know, for slapping bitches, man. So the lawsuit's probably true. right? Like for real, let's keep it 100. When it comes to Javante is known for slapping bitches, bro. Like, yeah, you're known for doing that shit, bro. So I don't put it past you. I ain't gonna say you did it, but I don't put it past you because nigga, we seen the footage of you dragging your chick from the one thing, nigga, just janked on her ass all over. Like, come on, man, what's up with y'all little niggas, man? The little nigga complex is always funny to me. But see, Javante just shows you how to blow $100 million deal. He just shows you how to blow $100 million deal in less than a week. And under a week, nigga, we went from talking about the fight to saying like, damn, this nigga done already got pulled from the fight. Nigga, everybody was calling Chris Mannix a liar. He was the first nigga to broke it. Nigga, looking for a replacement for Tank. What? What the fuck? Niggas is still checking Netflix like, hold up, man, is this fight still happening or not? Nigga, hell no, it was a clown show to begin with. I don't know what, nobody's mad it's not happening because nobody cared, but it's just the circumstances that make you want to talk about it and laugh at both these niggas. Like, Jake got a taste of what it was like to fight the real niggas in sparring. They was whooping his ass. And he's like, oh man, I ain't really ready for none of these niggas. Tank about to do me the same way. And these 6 weight classes tomorrow, and they about to come out, I ain't gonna be able to touch this nigga. Like, you know what I mean? So that nigga he got lucky, found this little loophole that he found. That's just like the little loophole he found with Rockman Jr. Like, he be finding this little loopholes just when he can't control the outcome. I'm telling you, man, that's how this motherfucker play, man. He got to control the outcome. Straight up. 913 in the building. What up, dog? Like, that's how you fucking do it, man, because nigga, they swear now nigga got to fight to pay legal fees and shit. Now you in a situation where you can't get your quick $50-100 million bag and run out of the sport now. Now, nigga, you gotta fight one of the niggas now you've been saying you never gonna fight. This is gonna be funny to see where he go with this shit, nigga, because you just ruined the bag, bro. So it is a situation where we about to see this motherfucker get shelled. No, PVC needs you. So we ain't gonna see you get shelled, nigga. But at the same time, you're gonna have to fight one of these big. Now you gotta get in there with Shakur, T.O. You gotta get in there with a big name now to generate that type of bag, because you tried to scam everybody with this Jake Paul shit and it blew up in your face because you can't keep your fucking hands to yourself. See, now you got 30 women coming out saying you've been whooping bitches' asses for years. And it must make you look dumb because, nigga, the first thing you said was, if I be slapping bitches, nigga, why ain't 1,000 bitches coming out on me like they did Diddy? Well, now 1,000 bitches is starting to come out on you, nigga. See? She's just the first of a whole slew of bitches that's gonna start coming out on you now. Watch. We know how this shit works, man. We all know how it works. One get the heart to do it. Can't pay her off like you paid off the rest. She ain't signed no NDA like all the other chicks you beat the fuck up. So now she like, fuck this little bit of money you offering me, nigga, because we know you really only worth $10 million. And nigga, now we're in a situation like this, nigga. She sued your ass and ruined everything. And you know how it's funny how they always do that shit when you about to make the biggest bag of your life. Look at stupid ass Shannon Sharp. He did the same thing happened to him. Fucking with the young bitches. Nigga dumb as hell, sued his ass. Nigga, when he about to sign $100 million contract with niggas ESPN. Nigga, you know what I mean? ESPN, like, nigga, did you do this shit? Hell no, I'm gonna fight till he go up there and do that video. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna defend myself. And then he settled with the bitch. Fired the next day. Shot his 6, you know what I mean? So look at Tank now. About to fight Jake Paul for $50 million. Can't keep his hands to himself. Or some shit from the past and came back to haunt his ass. Nigga, pay me, nigga, this much. I ain't paying you shit. Or I'm gonna go public, nigga. You got the biggest fight of your career happening. Even though it's against a bum ass YouTuber who ain't never made this much money, not close. Nigga, and what do? You ain't got the money to pay the bitch because you're too busy painting your nails. Nigga, instead of fighting niggas and making money. Right? It blew up in your face spectacularly. And now me and my whole fucking chat, right, my niggas, all laugh at you now. Like, that's what the fuck you get for trying to, nigga, run on the plug, because that's what you was doing right there. You was running on the plug right there. You tried to come and get you a quick little bag right there and then try to duck your head and skate out. Not pay nobody back, nigga. Because nigga goes, why? Why you do that? Because Lamar Roach exposed you. Because Pitbull exposed you. All your toughest fights, Rolly, nigga, and I can't stand that bum ass amateur. All your toughest fights, you never got back in the ring with them niggas, bro. That's saying something. That's saying something right there, bro. You know what I mean? So to me, now I think you forced yourself into a situation after talking all that shit on Twitter and talk about who you ain't gonna fight. Now you have to fight one of these niggas now, or you're done. or you're done. Or it's over for you, bro. You're just gonna be the laughing stock who tried to run on the plug, nigga, and the plug caught you. That's what happened because of your own stupid decision making. And we live in a society where a niggas immediately judge you for your past, and the first thing you do is slap another bitch. So dumb, so fucking dumb. Straight up. You just say now Al Heyman little pathetic as fuck since most of their careers are running down. Facts, bro. Round one. What's going on? Nigga, would you say Jake wasn't going to sell? You can say that, man, but you can also say, nigga, Jake was getting his ass whooped by them top fighters he brought in for sparring. Nigga, did you see that fucking picture, nigga? Yeah, Love, Ford, nigga, Davis, and Stevenson, they was whooping his ass in there. You see Jake in that picture, nigga? They was whooping Jake's ass, nigga. Nigga, they all like, they was whooping his ass in here. I think it was target practice for all those niggas, bro. They showed him where he was in the sport. He got a good taste of what it's like, and these are the little niggas. These are the little niggas. You don't even want to get in there with somebody like Opatai. See, them is the little fast motherfuckers. You don't want to spar under the big heavyweights or nothing like the cruisers, nigga. You know, light heavy niggas. You don't want to fight none of them, even though you the same size as them. Get in there with a nigga like Ben Whitaker. I like to see Jake fight Ben Whitaker. Here we go. That's the Jake Paul. Yeah, get in there with Ben Whitaker so he can showboat on you and whoop your motherfucking ass for 12 rounds. That's the type of shit I want to see happen to Jake. I want somebody to get out there and embarrass him like that. And I guarantee you that's what them little niggas was doing to him. That's what Keyshawn and them was doing. They was in there whooping his ass, bro. You think they was in there playing with Jake? Man, hell no. You want us to show you what Gervonta's going to do to you? This is what he's going to do to you. You ain't going to be able to touch him. Uh-oh. Let me find my loophole because I can't control the outcome. We know how Jake Paul plays. Straight up. We know how he plays, fellas. I heard you heard the rumor Jake reached out to Andre Ward. Would you say, man, you know what? I heard he reached out to Ward. They said he reached out to fucking Crawford. They said he reached out to Berlanga. There's a lot of names flying around out there. He ain't gonna get none of them top dogs. He gonna have to pay how he weigh to get Andre Ward or Terrence Crawford. He ain't gonna be able to afford them niggas. You know what I mean? But he might squeeze a nigga or like AJ. He ain't gonna get none of them. But he might be able to get a nigga like Dubois. He might get a nigga like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like Ben Whitaker. I like that. I like that fight. I like Ben Whitaker to embarrass the fuck out of him. Or like somebody like who was I about to say, man? I can lost the train of thought now and shit. He ain't fighting nobody like Benavidez, nothing like that. Oh, whoop his ass. Like, he don't get in there with B-ball, none of them. Like, nigga, you see how quick he stopped saying that Canelo shit? You know, he was screaming like Canelo, then Canelo's a bitch. As soon as Canelo's out there available for a fight, he set that shit up real fast because nigga, you might get that fight and get crushed. Because now all you got the attention of everybody want to fight you all of a sudden. All of a sudden, all the fighters want to fight you. This is what you've been dreaming for, Jake, right? You want to be taken serious in the sport. So to be taken serious in the sport, nigga, you got to fight the top guys. Now they all want you. Let's see what Jake Paul do. That's why I say it's interesting to me. This is a win-win for me. It's win-win because I laugh at Tank's stupid ass for ruining the bag. And Jake, now you got the attention of all the top guys. They all want to cook you now. And I love it. They all want you out of there now. Oh, you want to pay Tank? Nigga, pay all of us now. Well, now we all want to fight you. See? Sometimes bullshit works out. And this is one of them situations, you know what I mean, where bullshit worked out because that fight was bullshit. But it worked out to a situation where shit's about to get real interesting. You know what I mean? And I'm going to watch it. I'm here for it, man. You know what I mean? And we ain't even get into the best, what'd you say, Francis Ngannou round one? I think Ngannou might knock Jake out. Cause I'm not going cap, bro. Ngannou did pretty good against Fury. AJ wasn't playing with him. Like AJ, but at the same time, like Ngannou's not that skilled of a fighter because AJ punched that nigga back in the soccer, bro. Like he got knocked the fuck out, and a week later, a picture of him playing soccer came out. He said, "I don't want to box no more. I'm just going back to kicking this ball, nigga, in MMA. I don't want no more of that smoke." So he got his 20 million bag and dipped out of there. You know what I mean? It's an interesting name to throw into the pot, but when you get knocked out in that fashion, that early in your career, bro, you might need to stick to MMA, guy, because nigga, you ain't meant for this sport. Now, one thing I will say though is that, like, yeah, man, I'm gonna watch it and see where it goes. I'm gonna see what Tank gonna do because now Tank, you in a situation, like I said, man, you in a situation where you gotta fight. You know what I mean? You gotta fight, nigga. That's like, one of these top guys, bro. You can't duck now, nigga. You can't rob the plug like you just tried to now. You just ruined that. You know what I mean? You just fucking ruined that. So we'll see where it go, man. But hey, fellas, man, I put the link in if anybody want to come up and jump in this conversation because I'm about to move on to the next topic. We're gonna talk about, and you know what that is, man, because you know I've been waiting to see where Terrence Crawford was gonna go next. Is he gonna retire? Is he gonna defend the belt? Is he gonna go down there to 160 and cook one of them niggas? Well, we got our answer, bro. He wants Janibek, nigga. That's easy work. That's easy work because, you know, this is what makes Crawford so tight, nigga, is because when he go to a division, he challenged the top guy. Like, the top guy. Like, I know a lot of niggas was in denial. Like, at the time when Crawford moved up to 54, that Madrimov was the top guy at 54. Nobody wants to acknowledge that. But if you look at who the champions were at the time, he was. You know what I mean? Until Bud exposed him. And Canelo was definitely the top guy, his. And nigga, Janibek is definitely the top guy at 160. Now, that's not my question, because I'm not one of them niggas. I know who he's fighting. Old ass Laura, but Laura still got some skill in there. So we're going to say this. Now, we know that Janibek already said he'll fight Crawford, and we've noticed that Crawford will definitely go down there and cook slow ass Janibek. That's easy work. But Janibek is, without a doubt, the most dangerous motherfucker in at 160, right? Somebody's down here in the room. Let me bring him up. Round one. What up, dog?
What up, my guy? Punch, dude. Go ahead,
Chilling, man.
Janibek and Bud. Is this really gonna happen? Because I'm feeling like this could happen.
Bro, it's starting to make sense, and like for real, it's starting to sound like Crawford even said, yeah, nigga, I want Janibek. So yeah, and you got people like Max Kellerman and all of them talking about it, bro. I think it's starting to gain some serious traction, bro. But you know, we was all over this months ago, like right after the Canelo fight. We was like, bro, I think he should probably go down there and go after Janibek.
I think, look, after the Canelo fight, I mean, a lot of people were talking about Benavidez and shit like
I
that.
mean, that's because Turkey tried to throw that wrench out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And fuck with everybody. But if it wasn't, we knew it realistically, it wasn't going to be Benavidez, though.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't. I mean, even to me, Benavidez ain't coming down. What the fuck is he gonna do? Fucking eat a bowl of air for breakfast in the morning each day to cut weight? No, that's not gonna happen, bro. He's not gonna do that. And then Benavidez talking about going to fight Zerto and shit up at cruiserweight, shit like that. So that clearly wasn't gonna happen. That clearly, I mean, I could see Bud moving up and beating David because David is. He's good, but he's
no. I think Bud's limit as far as moving up is 68. I don't think he goes no higher.
Look. I think he could make it. Like, I don't think he'll have to be at 75, but I think his weight would be at 170.
I mean, come on, man. To all, it makes sense to all of us that he would go down to 160 and cook them niggas. We all seen that coming.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah,
that's what I wanted to.
We seen that coming.
That's a good fight. Janibek's fighting Laura, bro.
Janibek's a great fighter. That's what my question was. Like, Janibek's about to fight Laura. That's a great matchup. That's a unification fight. You know what I mean? I like shit like that. And I like that Janibek's on some shit like, nigga, no, you don't got to come down here and you don't got to come down here and win no belts, nigga. I'll get all the belts and then you can just fight me, nigga. I like that. But at the same time, what if Laura win?
Yeah, but who you got?
Yeah, but hold on, no. But what if Laura win? Do Laura get Bud now?
Yep, I think he does. And this was sort of what I pointed out on either the Slick or you guys offline. I said, look, Janibek's got 2 belts out of the 4 at 60. So you call Janibek out, right? And they're about to have a unification for 3 belts out of 4, right? Now, forget about who Bud ends up with, but I think that Bud ends up with the guy, whoever it is, right, that ends up undisputed. Let them go through the hard work, and then I'll just come down and fight for undisputed at 160.
Fight for undisputed and 5-time lineal champion.
Because, look, I mean, it's a discussion for a different day, but, I mean, there's an argument to say that Carlos Adames might not let Janibek or Lara get it their own way on the night. So I think it's more about the legacy piece. And I sort of said this to Slick, and I think round 1 you might have been there. Look, let's, for sake of conversation, Turkey's going to cut Bud the same check right? The same number, right? Whether he fights Janabek, Lara, or Adames for undisputed. He's also going to cut Bud the same check if he goes to fight Benavidez or he goes to fight Boots. So my argument is, just with the logic in my mind, is that if you're going to get the same money, regardless of the name, what's your preference? To go 6th division champ and 4 times undisputed, or remain 6th
Oh, that
division
and 5-time lineal. That would be crazy.
Yeah. Well, if you're undisputed, you're kind of lineal anyway, right? Because you're going to get the ring belt as well. And
Well,
all
yeah,
that
to get the lineal title, you got to beat the best guy in the division, and Janabek is without a belt the best guy in the division.
Well, we're about to find out. That's the best part of it, right? He's been crying out for these unifications. Now he's got them. Let's see if you're all that. And getting back to what you were saying about Tank, I don't think it's going to be easy as you think, because how does Amazon look if they're prepared to actually pay and promote a domestic violence offender?
Exactly.
Right? If
But they
Netflix
already
don't-
knew he was one before, though. Like I said, none of this is nothing new to us. Come on, DJ, we've been knew he slapped bitches. We all knew that already.
Yeah,
Like,
look,
he already had a documented history of it. Allegedly, my ass, man. If you allegedly slap bitches, you slap bitches, bro. Like, come on, let's not act like we stupid, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Round one, like, let's keep it 100, man. Like, come on.
Exactly. Yeah, you beat
Like, come on,
okay,
man.
but to be fair, he only got convicted of 9 of those 10 instances. Now, read into that how you want. I'm not defending the guy, right? I think that if you lay your own bed, you're going to be made to lay in it. What I'm saying to you, though, whilst ever PBC's with Amazon Prime or Amazon, right, I don't think it's going to be as easy to say, well, you missed that bag, so let's get you another bag next year on Amazon Prime. Like, if Netflix has said we don't support domestic violence, what's it going to look like for Amazon if they say, oh, well, fuck it, we'll do it anyway?
I mean, DJ, I've been looking for a statement from Amazon. They still ain't said shit, so maybe they are looking at it like that. Like, it ain't that problem.
Well, they don't need to, because they're not contracted into a fight with Tank. They don't need to say shit. They just need to go and have the discussion in the boardroom.
Like I said, like, it works out perfectly for me from both sides, because now everybody want a piece of Jake Paul ass, and now pause, but in Tank, nigga, you gotta fight somebody. Like, listen, DJ, you might not say Amazon might not promote him, but like, I think Matchroom would. Like, I don't think they give a fuck. Like, I think they're going to make the best fight. I think the Golden Boy would. I think, and he still got drawing power, but at the same time, you're right. That domestic violence shit blows up in your face, and we live in a society where you're judged by your past, bro. Like, you know, you're judged by your past in this society now. So it's like, it's gonna be hard.
That low ticket sales though, like, supposedly it's like even
I mean, it ain't no surprise though. Like, who cares? Nobody gave a fuck. Like, nobody's not like nobody's mad this fight ain't happened. Like, we was mad about Thurman versus Pandora. Who was mad that ain't happening? Like, oh, that's bullshit. I wanted to see that fight. This is like, who gives a fuck? Nobody cared anyway.
Yeah, that's why we mad at Pandora and Thurman not happening. Why? Because that was a real fight. I mean, shit, it was on pay-per-view and shit.
Yeah, like, that was one where, like, fuck, I wanted to see that fight.
I'm not mad about that fight.
I wanted to see that fight.
No.
Yeah, I'd have watched it, but I'm not mad about it not happening. Like, I'd have watched it out of interest, not out of excitement.
What are you talking about? The Thurman? DJ?
Yeah, Thurman
Pandora.
Okay, yeah. All right. I get you.
Look, so round one, let me explain something to you that some of the other guys know about me that maybe you don't, or the audience. I like to think that a matchup means something in a division, right? Someone gets their deserved shot, or you go for unification, and then you get a window into who's next or who's the next opponent's going to be. The Thurman and Fondora fight, other than Thurman beating Fondora, it really wasn't going to change the landscape of 54. It just wasn't.
No,
it was going to be.
Yeah, it wasn't.
By majority, it was just going to be a payday for Thurman. And Thurman hasn't earned one fan since his last fight even
with
in
Mario
Australia.
or with Australia, yeah, with that dude that come up, that little tiny
Yeah,
dude.
look,
fucking-
they couldn't sell the tickets, and that doesn't surprise me because in everyone else's stable, they've been putting on more exciting fights than that one.
Okay,
I'm not.
but you think Tim Zoo and him would have sold out there in Australia instead of fucking putting Thurman against someone who was coming up and no one really knew like that? You know?
Do you know what happens
Because
if
I
you?
would have thought that Tim Zoo and Thurman would have happened if they did fight. It would have
He's-
been on Australia and it would have sold at least something more than what.
I mean, again, though, like when he took Brock Jarvis, that was one of those situations where that was kind of a win-win for Brock too, because we've been saying his name more than ever. Yeah, you got cooked, but like we've been saying his name like as much as we've been saying it because he fought Steve Thurman.
Round one. If you're in the PBC stable, that is Thurman, Tim Zoo, and Fondora.
Who else is over there?
It doesn't need to make sense, Lubin, but it doesn't
Ain't
need to
Spence
make
over there
sense.
too? They still saying Spence is alive, right?
Bro, but that's crazy though. DJ, you're from Australia, bro. So you know that Tim Zoo card in Australia didn't do good. Maybe even that Thurman card didn't work.
Hold up.
But
Now that
what
we
if they
speaking of Tim
fucking
Zoo, ain't Nikita Zoo about to fight Zarafa, DJ?
No,
Oh,
don't
get me started on that one.
DJ, let's talk about it.
No.
Yeah, talk about
I
it,
knew
dude.
that was
No.
going to get under your skin.
Don't send me no fucking Michael Zarafa t-shirts. For fuck's sake.
When I
But
seen
that's
that, I was
what I'm
like, holy shit. I was like, oh, they... The hate
thing
for
about
Michael
this,
Zarafa.
DJ,
Hey, man, I thought, Michael Zarafa is like deeply hated out there. Like, it's like, but what did he do to piss y'all off like that, DJ?
Well,
I know that a lot of half the country hate that dude.
Well, no, I'm not sure whether hate's the right word, and I'm not going to represent the whole country when I talk about this, right?
Isn't he a comedian though?
Hang on, round one. Let me give you a bit of real quick refresher.
Yeah.
Tim Zoo and No Limit had a deal with Michael Zarafa to fight in Newcastle in, I don't know, call it, just for sake of conversation, 2019, 2018, something like that, for what was going to be the Australian title. During this time, there was COVID, right? Now, on the undercard of that, even during COVID, there were people that were coming from overseas that got approval to fly into the country to be a part of that bout in Newcastle. Michael Zarafa, even after all of the promotions and No Limit flying everyone out and all the expense that goes, decided to be a no-show. Right?
Oh,
right? So this goes back a little ways, right? Now, Michael went and did what Michael does with his career. He last fought, other than in Australia, he got knocked out by a jab by Lara in a world title fight, not last year, year before, right? But I'll give him.
All right, I remember that. That's one of the few jab knockouts I ever seen.
But in saying that, I'm not going to go too heavy on him because he just lost a family member in those 2 weeks. That's entitled to fuck anyone up.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, yeah.
So I'm not going to go in for the guy on that. But one thing you don't do in Australia is you come in and you use somebody else's legacy surname, like Zoo, to trash talk it, right? So that's kind of what he does to try and actually get under the skin to force the fight, right? And it's not really trash talk. It's disrespectful talk, right? So Nikita is 11-0 and Michael Zarafa's like 32-2 and 3 or whatever his record is, right? This was the only decent name that No Limit could put in to draw the Australian audience in the absence of Tim Zoo. So Tim Zoo was a draw card in Australia. Nikita was on his way up, but not the same level of draw card that was Tim. So if No Limit want to actually try and boost their sales and their profit margin, they're throwing Nikita into the ring versus Michael. And as much as I want to see Nikita win, I think it's too early for him.
Think so?
Okay. So you think, yeah, that well, it could happen too.
I
I
like
really think
Nikita. I think
Well,
he's a very talented fighter, bro.
yeah, and that's okay, but a lot of fighters at 11-0 look very talented until they're served to the wrong opponent too early, right?
that's true. That's
Definitely
true.
can happen. Definitely can happen. You're right. You're right, DJ. And if you know better than I do when it comes to these Aussie fighters.
Look,
Like I seen a
it's
few of them. Like, but I don't follow them like you follow them. So, like, if you say that, man, but I told you, man, you thought our performance that I thought was fabulous, you thought was subpar. So that made me like him even more. Like, like
yeah. Well, look,
Nikita.
yeah. Remember though that it's not about showing favoritism. It's about keeping the same bar for all boxers, no matter where they come from. Nikita got knocked down early in that fight, right?
He
If he
did.
does that, if he does that against someone else, right? Maybe he doesn't get back up.
You think the rapper gonna come out and just like bulldoze him?
No, look, it's hard to say. Look, Nikita's not in the. He's not in the media to see what he's
He
doing,
so
what he's
will
working
still,
on.
bro.
Look, we'll wait and see. But the risk that No Limit run is that Zarafa's had plenty of overseas world title shots that he didn't make his best performance on the night, and he's lost them. Now, you run the gauntlet and you put Nikita in there. What happens if Nikita gets beat by Michael? What does that do for the name of No Limit, who have been relying on the Zoo legacy name?
True. It'll be a disaster.
Well, like they're obviously confident, as they should be, but let's just see how it happens. Look, sometimes you can appreciate what people have done, but not like the man. A little bit like Devin Haney, right? I can appreciate his skill. No question in the world. I can appreciate he doesn't duck anyone. I can appreciate he kept getting back up. He didn't quit with Ryan Garcia, right? I can appreciate all of that. But do I want to go and have a beer with the bloke? No.
No.
Do I want to go and have a beer with Michael Zarafa? No. So it's not about doubling down on him. It's just about saying, look, you're not the sort of person that, inspires me, so to speak.
Yeah, that's true.
I get it.
But look, there's a couple of other things going on. Look,
Well, I'm happy you explained that to me because I didn't understand. I just knew every time you heard his name, you got pissed off.
Well,
He
it's
does, though. But Mark does know.
it's because he's been using the Zoo name with
Exactly.
disrespect to get
That's
clout.
That's like look, I watch WWE and look, we got Dominic Mysterio.
You're gonna bring the box. You're gonna bring the wrestling, the UFC.
That's what it is. That's what it is. We got a guy named Dominic Mysterio. His dad is one of the greatest, Rey Mysterio, and he always, bringing that they have to bring that name just to uplift him. And clearly, right now, he's one of the top stars in WWE. Like WWE ain't gonna let him go. They're gonna pay him. They're gonna do whatever like they could morph him into because this guy could be a bigger star than his father. See, Zoo isn't that kind of guy, I believe. He wasn't. I mean, is he better than his dad?
Yeah, I like Dirty Dom.
So
Dirty Dom, yeah. But is Tim Zoo better than his dad in boxing? Like, we got to say it.
No.
TJ, I need you to
Oh, well, it's hard to tell because Costa Zoo beat some great fighters, bro.
Well, think about this, round one. Let me give you this analogy, right? From how it looks superficially, without going in on the individual, right? The personality and, all sorts of misplaced hate with a guy that I've never met. If you're the generation before Tim and Nikita, right? And you've worked your ass off in the Pacific, the Oceania, the Australia, all of that, and beat everyone, right? But there was no pay-per-views and you couldn't sell out arenas, you weren't getting promoted, all these sorts of things. and then you've got to fly overseas at your own cost and fight some of these world beaters. Then, while you're watching that towards the last half of your career, you see a Tim Tszyu come in and he's just packing out stadiums before he's really done anything, right? When you look at your career trajectory, you go, well, I worked harder than this guy. He comes in, and just because he's got a name, all of a sudden, everyone wants to flock towards him, and, you know, he's earning this money and this bag and those sorts of things. So I'm not saying it's jealousy. I'm just saying it can appear like a little bit of disgruntlement. But when you use the name to discredit someone, what you're also doing is saying, hey, well before you were fucking born, young man, Costa Tszyu put Australian boxing on the map. So just mind your fucking language and your words.
I understand. Kind of like how when Russell Field said later on Lee wouldn't be shit, she just used her dad's name. Ooh, like that type shit. I get you.
But I mean, look, we've just seen Jai Opetaia and Tasman Fighters just announced today that they've got to deal with Stan Sport.
Okay.
That's good for the boxers, don't get me wrong, but I don't understand that their affiliation with Matchroom and Riyadh Season, why they would move away from DAZN, considering DAZN's bought half of Australia's sporting broadcaster in Foxtel starting next year. They've bought it. Contracts will be in place for the rest of this calendar year, but next year it'll be all DAZN. So I don't understand why that's happened. And it just worries me that if you've got Matchroom, Tasman Fighters, Stan Sport in Australia, which is Channel 9, and then you got Riyadh Season and DAZN competing for the same guy, does that improve your chances of a Zurdo fight? Like, what the fuck happens there?
I don't
Doesn't
know.
it
That's a lot going on.
But this is what I mean. Doesn't it make it more complicated? Wouldn't you just sign another 12-month deal with DAZN so that you can use Turkey to influence Oscar to get Zurdo in the ring for you? But
I mean,
these guys...
I like the sound of that plan, man, but like, it seems like there's a lot of red tape when it comes to making these fight, DJ. Like, I would like a look behind the scenes to see how a fight actually gets made. I don't know if I ever see it, but if I ever do, man, we'll talk about it, man, because I want to know why it always seems so hard to get this shit done, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to get in there and see how do these fights get made, like down to the paperwork. Like, why is this so hard? What are all the stipulations? What do these fighters be really requesting in these contracts, bro?
Well,
You know,
if you think about it, Bud sat, 9 hours?
9 hours.
9 hours on his own to actually come to a deal. Like, there was none of his lawyers in the room. His manager wasn't there. His coach, all those. He just sat there and just negotiated. So, you know, I've only got to imagine that in this day and age that there's costs associated with the promotion, the broadcasting rights, the gate, the pay-per-view, the sponsors. Man, the more fingers in any pie, the more complicated it gets.
Sounds like a complete fucking headache. You know what I mean? And I wish there was some way they could just, because it don't seem like it'd be that hard with NFL players be negotiating and you know, other sports athletes be negotiating they shit. This is just be like, okay. Well, you know what I mean? It might take a little bit of time, but it don't be 4 or 5 fucking years before the fight get made because niggas can't agree in negotiations, bro, like how to split a pot. Like I never understood that about boxing, man. I just don't know, man. It always went over my head. That's what I said. I would love to get to see it once, just how it happens.
Well, careful what you wish for, Punch, because if you see the stuff and you don't like what you see, it's gonna.
I know it might fuck me up, man.
Yeah, it might just send you. Fuck
I already
boxing,
know. I had a little peek back into the backstage world of boxing, and I ain't like it. So I understand exactly what you're talking about. Like,
Rob does
fuck.
that. Rob
I
does
don't
that shit to me fucking weekly,
Yeah,
like
I don't
offline.
like it.
Rob,
I
just
don't
shut
like
up.
it
You're
at
wrecking it
all. It's
for me.
like, bro, I wish I could unsee that or unhear. Oh man, like yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't
And
like that shit.
I'm gonna have a little bit more, but my draft pick, not my final pick, my draft pick for you guys to pick me to pieces is I think Eubank beats Conor Benn pretty, I won't say easily, but pretty clearly.
Oh, I agree with you, DJ. It's gonna be Kaylee Taylor, Amanda Serrano 3. That's what it's gonna be. The same way she did Serrano. That's what she going. That's what Eubanks is gonna do to Conor Benn this time. He ain't gonna be able to touch him. He gonna whoop his motherfucking ass just like that. He ain't gonna have to stand there and slug. He gave the British the slug fest. There's our slug fest. Now I'm gonna be Chris Eubanks
Do you
and
know,
box his head off. Yeah.
do you know where my faith comes from mostly with that punch? Bomac.
Bomac. Yeah, I was about to say that. Bomac in this corner, they gonna have him boxing. Yeah. And I noticed that too. Like, oh, Bomac gonna have that boy boxing, and we all know Chris Eubanks can box. Like, and so now, like I said, he gave the British they slugfest. There you go. And now I'm about to whoop his ass with skill now. Only problem I ever had with Chris Eubanks is that gas tank. But what he showed me in the last play, watch this. He gonna embarrass Conor Benn this time. I agree with you, DJ. I don't disagree.
I
No,
kind
I
of
think
feel
it's gonna be easy. I think it's gonna be easy, just like you said, easy.
well, I'm not sure it'll be easy, but I
Conor
kind
Benn
of
gonna be
feel
trying to
like
come too hard. They're gonna get hit with a hard ass counter and might go down quicker this time.
I kind of feel like that the first fight was about their fathers and their
Mm-hmm.
names, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I think they've got that out of their system and they're going to come at this with a more strategic, non-emotional type fight that might take something out from under the bonnet. So, look, we'll wait and see. I'm just letting you know, you guys, early. And then what? We've got, what's this weekend? That's Virgil and
Lubin. I just about to ask y'all a couple questions about the fight. Now, this is final prediction time now because we're really close. So, like I said, man, I got Virgil, 10th round stoppage. I don't think Lubin. I think Lubin. Now, the thing about Lubin and make him a good fighter is that Lubin can box inside, outside. You know what I mean? He got good footwork, and he's pretty skilled, man. But it's just the chin is suspect. Like, and I don't think he's gonna be able to handle the pressure that Virgil was capable of putting on. Like, I think Lubin gonna try to move a lot early in the first couple rounds, but then them body shots from Virgil was gonna slow him down, and they're gonna do the same thing he did to Madrimov, because Madrimov tried to box and try to be slick, and them body shots wore him right down. You know what I mean? So I think Lubin gonna give us a decent performance, but I'll be pretty fucking stunned if he wins. What do you think, DJ?
Rion's been quiet. Get him as part of the
Round
conversation.
one, you there, bro?
Yep.
Who you think gonna win out of Virgil versus Lubin? Final predictions.
Virgil.
What round and how?
12.
12th round?
UD.
You breaking up a little bit, round one.
Yeah, I think
You tell you unanimous decision.
Yep.
You think Lubin gonna last?
Maybe. Yep.
I'm going to go Virgil by stoppage. And let me tell you why. Lubin's not a finisher. When he fought Fondora, he knocked Fondora down and hurt him twice and couldn't finish him. Fondora hit that right. I'm done with this bullshit switch. A little bit like Bud and Keyshawn and a few of the other guys have got, and just went out and just got him out of there. All right?
That's true. Yeah.
So that killer instinct, if you want to call it that, I haven't seen that from Lubin. My fear is that we've seen. I mean, you can look at it both ways. We've seen Virgil on the mat twice. All right, Bolchak. Did Madrimov put him on the mat?
No.
Right. So Virgil will keep getting up, and if you don't have the killer, I'm going to stop your instinct. It's only a matter of time before they're going to come back at you. So that's kind of why I doubt Lubin more than I promote Virgil. And you'd have to think that Virgil's going to hit Lubin harder than... I mean, who's the biggest puncher that Lubin's fought today?
Nobody on the level of Fundora. He stayed away from that kind of power. He just had a couple like good tune-ups. So forgettable. I can't remember either one of their names, but I'm sure that's probably good work. I watched the one fight he had where everybody thought he lost it, but I thought he did enough to win. But it was super close.
Didn't he fight Ramos as well?
Is that who it was? Can't remember. I'm gonna be honest. I cannot remember his opponents. I just remember the outcome. I remember he had a really close fight. That's the last Lubin fight I watched. It was really close, and everybody thought he lost, but I thought he did enough to win. Barely.
So look, I think a killer or a tactician is the only guys that beat Virgil. Right?
Yeah. Or a very skilled counter puncher.
And whilst Lubin might have that skill, I just don't think he's got the... Well, I haven't seen it. The killer instinct to go and finish it, right?
Hell yeah. And round one. It's not Boots. He ain't got it either. You must not have heard of that. Yeah, who do you think got a killer instinct to stop Virgil at 54 right now, DJ?
Current?
Yeah, right now. Is there anybody dangerous enough?
Well, assuming they get the upper hand, right? If they've hurt Virgil, I think that Buckram's got it. Fondora's definitely got it. I think Mel's always shown it.
That's true. If Charlo hurts you, they're gonna be on that ass. So that's true.
Oh yeah.
I give them both that. Like, yeah, they'll get you out of there. So like, I mean, yeah, man, there's some decent guys in there with the capability of doing it. I agree. You know what I mean? But like I ain't throwing Boots in that category yet. He gotta be somebody good. I still won't give him his respect till he be somebody good. Lemos don't count. Lemos was he was what the fuck was he? Was he barely a sparring partner? Barely.
Who?
Lemos. I mean, Ramos. Who let the nigga Boots just fight? Lemos, right? Yeah, him.
No, Lemos was the guy. No,
that was a sparring partner, right?
Lemos fought Keyshawn and Hitchens. Lima.
There it is. Yeah, I was just saying his name wrong. Oh, it's my fault. I'm on cloud nine over here.
Lima was trash. You know, we seen that shit. He was a Lima being canned, so
he's garbage. Yeah, at least you could acknowledge that.
Like, look.
Like, even though you're a Boots fan, you could acknowledge that it's good. That competition right there was like, come on, man, you could do better than that.
Guys. I mean, look, bro, Virgil, he's fighting Lubin, bro. He should be fighting Fundora, bro.
No, Boots should be fighting somebody on the caliber of a Lubin. That's his Boots should be fighting competition like that.
Right, but look. The thing about Fundora, look, Darman and Fundora is gone, bro. That's scrapped. That wasn't selling. They had to scrap it. They put the fucking the Pitbull and Lamar.
Hang on, Nine. Have you got someone in the back room, Punch? Who's iPhone 9?
Who is that?
Just have a look at the private chat.
I don't know who that is. I ain't letting them up.
Well, bring them up.
No.
Nah, bring them one. Punch attracts some weirdos that want to do.
Just bring them up.
No.
And then you get clapped.
No.
Do that shit on your own show, Riam One. You can't be bringing up randoms. Oh,
where the fuck Punch go?
He stepped outside to do it with someone.
Yeah, no, hell no.
Oh no, you're not letting him in.
Hell no.
Look, can we not get into a if button maybe about Boots? Can we just agree that there's potential there and there just needs to be a little bit of patience of wait and
Look,
see?
look, DJ. Let me tell you this, bro.
Oh,
We
round one,
as a-
don't you make me.
No. We don't need potential. Okay, he got something, but at the end of the day, he got an interim belt. The fucking this what's his name? Fuck, bro. You already Virgil. Virgil got an interim belt. So we got a WBA interim belt in Boots and a WBC interim belt in fucking Virgil. Are you really thinking they're gonna make a pay-per-view fight for two interim champions unifying? Bro, they're really not gonna do that. I don't even think we're gonna see Virgil and Boots fight ever, bro. This is boxing. And I gotta say, as a fight fan, I'm okay with it. This is boxing. Y'all don't put
No,
y'all
that's duck
can't put
shit. Round
Jay
one.
Davis,
Round one. That's
y'all-
duck shit. That's duck shit right there, man. He ducking.
Bro, no, bro.
Nah,
look, bro.
dog.
Boxing already showed me they don't put the fights that we want to see.
Round-
They
round
really
one.
don't.
Round one.
Go ahead.
And just let me finish the what I want to do, and then I'll let you go. All right. So you're a professional boxer, all right?
Yeah.
And you have the backing of one of the
All right. Hold up,
major.
DJ. DJ, this dude KSI that's trying to get up here said is you from the land down under. This may be a fellow Aussie, but I'm gonna let this
Yeah.
dude up.
He
Okay.
probably is, bro.
And hey, bro, KSI, if you're a normal dude, you come and just ask us questions, whatever. But if you put some
Yeah,
crazy
no,
shit on
tell
my
him to show
screen,
his face. Tell him to show his
Like,
face first.
show me who you are before I
Yeah,
bring
bro,
you up here.
We showing faces out
Because
here, bro.
I attract too many weirdos,
We showing faces, bro.
and people
We
like to
showing
put
faces.
crazy shit up on my screen. So, and you got
We-
2 seconds
Yeah, we ain't doing that, bro. We
to
showing
show your
faces.
face before you
Look,
get
you're
off
not gonna
stage
see
too.
it in the live, bro. Like you could see me on the live, but you could see his face. on
Round
that
one,
shit, so-
calm down and let this other guy do his thing. So if you're new to StreamYard, what's his name? KSI. There's a camera button on StreamYard that you're on. You've just got to turn that on, and Punch will be able to see you before he brings you up. Even if you don't want your camera, once you've been brought up, you can turn it off.
Yep, yeah, that's it. Thank you, DJ.
Yeah, bro. That's the only way you're getting up on my panel, man. I attract too many weirdos.
He got weirdo
Sorry.
people, so yeah, KSI, you gotta do your shit.
This ain't one of them open panel type shows. I just put my link up for the guys to come through tonight. No offense.
I know,
Just kinda
but you
hanging
only
out.
have your guys. Like you got the guys you know.
Yeah,
you know
for
these
real.
guys, like you know me, DJ, like, you know us, bro.
Just my homies, man. You know what I mean? Y'all can hang
Right.
out and listen to us bullshit about boxing, but I ain't gonna let no randoms up today. Not today.
So where I was round one, I'm going to give you, this is you, right? In a pretend world.
Yeah.
You're a unified champion, right? You have the backing, like you have a fan base, which is important, right? And everyone that watches you fight says, look, Round's got plenty of potential, right? And you have the backing of one of the major promoters in the Round boxing. So
Yeah.
you just have, right? You've decided for any number of reasons, health, career, what have you, that you're going to go up a division. You're going to go to the next weight class. Now, one of the licenses that you get is you get to talk to one or both of the sanctioning bodies that you're a champion of before you move and say, I'm going to go up a division and I'm enacting my right to challenge the title holder in the division above. Yeah? Them's the rules, right? Whether it's IBF, IBO, WBC, WBA, WBO, right? If you're the first person in recent memory to not enact that and go up anyway, What do you think that shows you about you? Now you can answer.
That you are, or what? Round one. Don't let you can finish the sentence. What are you?
I don't know.
I can't put it any other way. I just can't. All right? Roach goes from 30 to 35 to fight Tank. Right? Oh shit, there's a whole heap of examples. All I'm saying to you is, look, sometimes you just got to stop playing it safe. Sometimes you've got to go and show the world, say, look, I'm the guy. Go fucking do it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Boots can't show me. I'm just saying I'm waiting for you to show me. So don't make it about he's crap, he's trash, he's a tomato can. Don't do that. I'm just saying that there's some moves you made that aren't making me, as a fan, boxing fan, I don't hate Boots. I've got nothing against the guy. I don't even fucking know him.
I think
But
he's
just-
trash.
Well, maybe that's your opinion. I'm just saying, hey, look,
Trash.
I don't know whether you're trash or you're great. I just don't know
He
yet.
ain't better than Bud.
Well,
He ain't better.
that's-
No, ain't no well. He ain't better than Bud, DJ.
yeah, but look, that's
Bud
tough.
will whoop his ass.
We can't go through life comparing every boxer to Bud.
Oh, I'm
because
comparing. They started it. They started it, DJ. Why can't I compare? Because Bud's the best fighter in the world. That's right.
No, you're getting sucked into the Eddie Hearn strategy that says, hey, look, if I put them names together, it's going to generate a conversation and controversy.
We've been
Look,
talking
we all
about this shit. It's just they want to keep restarting the conversation.
Look,
They
It's
do.
not a-
They do. I just like to just talk about this shit because, think about it, man. Eddie Hearn like to generate the convo, but he never seemed to make the fights. We ain't get the Norman fight. We done just like round one said. I agree with round one. We ain't gonna get the Virgil fight either. We ain't. You know it too, DJ, because Eddie Hearn, all he do is talk.
yeah, look, here's the problem that I've got. Well, not the problem. Here's the little intricacy that people aren't really understanding. At 54, Virgil won't go and fight Bakram Murtazaliev because of the 10-pound rehydration clause. That's not about ducking. That's not about contracts. That's not about money. That's about Virgil's health. Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's just simple mathematics. If Virgil was to get a WBC or a WBA and try to unify, that means that he can fight the guy or whoever it is over there in the IBF without having to worry about the 10-pound rehydration clause in his health. There'll be no amount of money that you're going to pay Virgil to drain himself off his medical condition that he's going to want to fight. Robert Garcia's not going to let him. His dad's not going to let him. His team's not going to let him drain himself and end up in hospital, regardless of whether he wins or loses that fight. So then you come across back the other way and you've got Xander with Top Rank. And I reckon he's just renting a belt because he's a very young champion and his resume doesn't speak loudly either yet. And then you've got Fondora. So 54's there for the taking. For fans, we just hope that they make them all. Like, just make them all. Let's find out who's king. Mel Charlo doesn't feel like he's worried about his WBA champion in recess. He just wants a good fight.
He doesn't want to go fight. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I did with him.
So get him back in the ring, knock the rust off, knock the cobwebs off, and just see whether there's anyone in the current 54 generation that wants a piece of you. Because he's been fighting a long time, Mel Charlo. And you can only clean out the division that you've got at the time.
Yeah. They've been gone almost 3 fucking years though. So if you're gonna get back in the ring, you better do it now.
Well, he hasn't taken a lot of damage though, has he? To be fair, Punch.
No, he
Like he-
hasn't. You're right. But is he ready to just jump back in there, one of the top guys? I think so.
Well,
I mean,
I
he
don't
is
know.
good enough. He did enough. Like, you know what I mean?
well, how many cobwebs can you dust off in sparring? And that's a genuine question, right? If 9's still about,
But
Just-
that's unanswerable.
it's not the same with the crowd and under the lights and all that sort of stuff. I get it, but just how many cobwebs and rust can you dust off with a good long camp in sparring if you get the right sparring partners?
I think boxing is more about staying in shape. So I think if he stayed in shape this whole time and ain't let himself get all out of shape and fat and lazy, he should be okay. Like when the training camp, yeah, that's when you kind of dust the cobwebs off a little bit, but like that's when it all really kick in. You never really forget to, how to study your opponent and all that stuff. So I don't think that would really matter with any of the top guys. And we got, I do say, I ain't gonna say I don't like Jamel Charlo, but he is one of the top fighters. Yeah.
Yeah, and look, you guys think I hate Jamel. I actually don't. I was frustrated when he was ducking Tim, right? But in saying that, there's part of me that says I'm glad it didn't happen because Tim might have got another ass whooping, right? So,
I was saying, now you know the truth. Back then, you're like ducking ass motherfucker. The guy was like,
Yeah.
you might have ducked the ass whooping with that one.
well, boys, give me your thoughts if it's true, right? And why I say is it true? Because boxing's very quick to announce things that actually aren't done on paper. Dubois, Moses Satama.
Ooh, that's a good fight.
Ooh,
That's
I
a
like
good-
it.
That's a great fight. I like that fight. I like that fight a lot.
Yeah, I like it.
But the thing is, because they're over there on that side of the street or that side of the fucking world, right? Because they're on the other side of the ocean. We might get that fight, bro. We get more fights from the UK fighters fighting each other than the US fighters fighting each other,
Yeah.
bro. So we getting that.
Round one. Think about this. Who owns the heavyweight division right now, promoter wise?
Bro, right now, promoting wise, I feel like the UK does, bro. The UK got every
Well,
heavyweight.
that's a country. That's not a promoter.
No, but okay. Well, we're talking about Frank Warren and fucking the UK promoters. That's what I'm saying. Those guys got the heavyweight. 'Cause
the
we don't
UK
have
promoter.
heavyweights.
Yeah,
We don't
because
have
there's only
heavyweights,
one.
Bro, come on, bro.
So listen, Frank Warren has got the heavyweight division on wrap, on absolute wrap.
Doesn't
He's
he
got-
have Otama and
Yeah,
the
he
other
do.
dude?
He's got Wardley, Atamo,
Wardley and Atamo.
Usyk, Moses,
Yeah.
Allen. He's
But that's what
man.
I'm saying. The UK has the heavyweights. We don't have heavyweights in the US. We got shit. Who? Richard Torres, bro. Richard Torres is a ballet dancer who really does.
I can't stand him, bro.
Anderson, listen, Baby Anderson.
He
from
definitely
Top Rank,
is.
that Baby Anderson from Top Rank. I was giving him a lot, but clearly he wasn't shit. Like, so yeah, bro. The UK guys, them they got the heavyweights. We don't.
Okay, so historically, would you ever see a, let's call it top tier? Let's take what you think about the Dubois, ex-title holder, right?
Yeah.
Made Anthony Joshua the biggest name in UK boxing, pick himself
he
up
knocked
by
him
his
out.
forehead.
He
Right?
knocked him out cold. Yeah.
Yep.
Hilarious.
14-0 is Moses M. Atamo, or something thereabouts. 14
Somewhere
fights.
around there, yeah.
He don't
Well, I
even
think
have
it's-
a pedigree like that for
I
Is,
would- I would-
is it too fast?
What about Wardley? Do he deserve a shot?
Wardley, Well, no. I think it's Wardley who doesn't have that amateur pedigree. My bad. It was Wardley who don't
Let-
have that amateur pedigree. So it's like Otama. I'm leaning to Otama. They put them each other together, Wardley and Otama. I'm leaning to Otama. You know.
let me let me tell you what my perception is of heavyweight at the moment. There's not a Mike Tyson there, right? There was an
There's not.
Anthony Joshua.
There's not
Right.
a superstar like Anthony.
well, hang
AJ
on,
was the
hang on.
last superstar.
Hang on. The heavyweight division in current generation is actually getting dictated by skill, not size and power, right? You think about Usyk, you think about Moses Atamu, right? Now, what you guys might have missed, Parker versus Wardley, is Parker got stopped. Call it early or what have you, but a more skillful guy in Justice Hooney gave him a fucking boxing lesson until Hooney made one mistake, right? So Wardley is absolutely in trouble against a skillful boxer.
Yeah, a lot of trouble.
A lot of trouble. You put him in that ring with Usyk, Usyk is going to make him look like an amateur. You put him in that ring with a Moses Atamo, if he's got the skill, the movement that we've seen, it might be problems, right? So the new generation's coming in. I'm just saying heavyweights, historically, at least in my mind, were about taking a shot and hitting harder than the next guy. Now it's actually moved. The whole dynamics have moved. They're bringing skill, movement, craft.
I mean, yeah, that's this is about the heavyweight division, guys. Like these are big guys with some power, more power than every other division, right? And when I see the heavyweight division in limbo, I mean, look, this is what I say. This is what I say all the time. Boxing and MMA, American heavyweight,
that.
we ain't got that. We ain't got heavyweights in the UFC or boxing. That's done. We don't have damn stars or we don't have skilled ones, bro. So
I love you to death, but you need to stop comparing MMA to boxing. You're comparing pairs.
I'm
to
comparing two
watermelons.
teams of the heavyweight division because the heavyweight division, like if you look at it, people like Wilder was going in but by brute strength. Francis Ngannou as well, brute strength. But then when they fight someone skilled, they lose and shit. And this is about American heavyweights. We don't have them, and as well, like most of these motherfuckers fight and don't even fight. They just go to NBA or NFL. So the dryness.
I think he's have actually got a. Didn't one of your USA heavyweights make it to the final of the Riyadh WBC Grand Prix?
Yeah, he did.
That's a
And
that thing. That's not a world.
That final hasn't. That
We'll
hasn't
see
been
where he
finished
goes.
yet.
I've been keeping an eye on him, DJ. Shout out to you for pointing that out.
Yeah, but DJ, look, most of them, they're not USA heavyweights. They're from other countries. These guys are from all other countries. They're like, look at the USA heavyweights in, like I said, MMA and boxing. They're dwindling. Right? There's nothing there, bro. We just don't have them. The world has to pick up the heavyweights like Usyk, AJ. Like that. We need to pick up people like that because the fucking Wilder isn't doing AJ money. He's not, so heavyweight division out here is dead, bro. It is.
Round one, that happens in all sports, in all countries. You go through a high, you go through a low.
Yeah.
The heavyweight division in like, look, bro, big heavyweights, most of these guys, they're in football or basketball. The tall guys, they're all this. You don't have that out there in other regions of the world and shit like that. Some of them you do or shit like that, but really,
I think
y'all really don't. Because look, the heavyweight division, landscape is outside of USA. We don't have no heavyweight.
Hang on a minute. Like I'd ask you, both of you boys, being in the US, just be patient, right? Because boxing's a way of life in the US. You've got 360 million population. It's only a matter of time until you get a heavyweight that is actually going to make a name for US
Yeah,
boxing and themselves. It's just be
he's coming.
patient.
He's coming.
Just
It is.
there's
It's
no
coming. Yeah.
no way are you going to tell
You
me
know,
that
we
you'll
just love
never
our
have.
heavyweights in America. You know how it is.
And that's the thing. The heavyweight division is like the prime of any sport, fight sport. Like the heavyweight division is the one that headlines and shit like that, right? Even back then, like the heavyweight division is
Well, that's what they
the
built
baddest
boxing
man
on, the
on the
heavyweight
planet.
title, the
Look,
big
look, the
boys.
heavyweight division was meant for the baddest man on the planet. That's what it was, bro. And when we get Richard Torres, bro, who doesn't even look like a heavyweight, you
Big
think
baby Miller and shit.
you think he's gonna be that guy? Like, no, this is what I'm saying, DJ. Like, we don't have that right now. We gotta look out in different
And,
countries to get them.
and, well, what I'm saying to you is you don't have it right in front of you. You, I'm going to tell you, round one, through all of the prospects that are fighting on Red Owl, fighting on OPX, fighting on Pro Box,
Yeah,
nobody's got enough time to see who the next guy coming up is because they're not promoted well. Just be careful that there's not a silent killer coming through that is consistent with US boxing that you just don't know about yet.
nope, yeah, that's true. But that's what I'm saying. It's someone has to sneak up and get. Look. We got Wilder, who kind of was the guy because he was knocking out people. But when you put him with someone, a real heavyweight like Tyson Fury, he was outmatched. Look.
Yeah,
We
but
got
he knocked out everybody
Anderson,
until Tyson
Anderson,
Fury, though. Like,
the
he knocked
top
out
ranked dude,
everybody.
Anderson. Yeah, the top dude, the
Uh,
top ranked
he wasn't
Anderson
knocking
fought
out some
Kenny.
people. He's knocking everybody out. Everybody.
Yeah,
Until
yeah,
Tyson
but
Fury.
look, you
And,
gotta
and in
realize the
reality,
old.
listen. And in reality, Tyson Fury shouldn't have got up after that second knockdown. I still give the first fight to Wilder, bro.
I mean, that's the thing. But the rematch,
The
if you
rematch
wanted
was
the
an ass
rematch,
whooping.
would have really showed
The
us
next
who the
two was
real warrior
ass
was.
whooping. Like, you know what I mean? But that first one, yeah.
I guess what I'm trying to say is don't put the health of US boxing just on the heavyweight division because we
I mean,
can
that's
go
how
through.
we remember though, DJ. We built that. That's how the market is built. Heavyweight
Yeah,
division,
bro,
Yeah,
heavyweight
heavyweights.
well,
I mean,
champions,
look.
heavyweight
well,
champion.
Even
You know
Dana
what I mean?
White,
he's something
even
that's going
Dana
to blow
White
your
put
mind,
Pettis.
Punch, and
You know,
maybe even you too, Round. Right? From an Olympic athlete point of view, and let's not make it about race or culture, right?
oh no, trust me.
Hang on,
I'm not
hang
that.
on. When was the last time you saw a black or an African American winning gold medals in the pool from the
Okay,
US Olympic team?
and
Never.
that's a minute, bro. Like,
Very
Well,
rare. Very rare.
well,
if you look at Richard Torres, he's not even
hang on,
black, but he's
Round.
American.
You want to go into explanation? I just asked you a simple question. When was the last time you saw an African American or black American dominate swimming at a world or Olympic level?
I really haven't in a
I've
minute
only
because
seen one black swimmer in my life ever.
Well,
I mean,
well,
yeah,
guess
bro.
what?
Like,
Guess what? I'm here to tell you, you've got one.
Oh
Just broke the
yeah!
world record.
Wow. I gotta look it up. That's
So
impressive. 'Cause
I'm,
I ain't
I'm
never seen. He wasn't good. The one I seen.
man, I'm telling you, like
Oh shit!
you're renowned for your twitch fibers and your strength. Like nobody beats, in sprint races and
Yeah.
those. No way is a white
Yeah.
man ever going to do it. But
No. No.
I'm telling you, the world is changing right in front of our eyes, and we need to stop looking in the rear view mirror and look at what's right in front of us now.
that's
True.
true. I mean,
That's true.
this is the thing, GJ. Though, it's kind of hard when
Wow.
there's
The
a
world
lot
record,
of
huh? I'm impressed.
there's a lot of champions trying to get pushed. I mean, look what PBC tried to do. They tried to push Wilder like he was that guy. I believed it.
Well, he was that guy.
He was, but
He
in America,
really was,
he
bro.
wasn't fighting the dudes that were
Round one,
raging.
he
He
got
was
his own statue, bro. He was that
But that's
guy.
what I'm saying. He was okay, he was that guy for PBC
You gotta be that guy
make
to
him
get
look.
this get your own
That's it. I
statue.
mean, remember, he could have signed a deal with Matchroom for way more, but he didn't
They could
because
have.
but he didn't. But
It
imagine
was
if he
that
went to
PBC
Matchroom.
loyalty.
No, yeah, but imagine if he did went to Matchroom. How would he do? He wouldn't even fare as he did in PBC. He would have had a couple more losses.
Round
Yeah.
with nothing but love and respect. You're still looking in the rear vision mirror. You're not progressing the way that the sport's progressing. You're just not. I'm just here to tell you that Wilder was unbeaten in the US. Where
He
did
was
he
crushing.
go?
He was knocking everybody out. Everybody.
Where
That's
where
what I'm
did he
saying, but
go
was knocking out
internationally?
tomato cans. He was in knocking out the best heavyweight.
Yeah, it was. He defended his title 15 times, bro. Every single mandatory fighter, he got their shot. That's what you're supposed to do when you're the champ.
Look,
Until Tyson Fury came along, man. It just happened. Tyson Fury had his ticket, bro. You ever heard that saying in boxing round one? Yeah, my ticket. That happens sometimes, bro. Like Crawford did it to a couple fighters. That just was
Boxing-
way better than me, way more skilled than I thought he was going to be, man. You know, some fighters just run across that one guy.
boxing is more international than it's ever been.
Yeah, definitely is. That's true.
And apps and the internet just make it that way.
I mean,
You've
look,
just
bro.
got
Look. He fought in-house fight, bro. That's what I'm giving him. He fought in-house fight.
is
It
Wilder a
wasn't-
Hall of Famer? Let me just ask you.
I think so.
Not a state Hall of Famer or a commission Hall of Famer, an international Hall of Famer.
That was first 36
I'll put
straight
him
fights
there.
was knockouts, man. His
Does he
first
belong?
36 straight fights was knockouts, man.
Wait. Do y'all
That
Does
speaks
he
for
belong?
itself.
Wait. Do y'all think Danny Garcia should be in the Hall of Fame?
We're not talking about Danny Garcia. We're talking
No,
about
no,
Wilder. Stay on tasky. Is Wilder? Does his career and his achievements deserve him to be right up there on the same list as Ali, Tyson?
No.
Well,
No. That's not
listen.
it. No.
KO percentage wise, yes.
Well,
But,
you've just
uh,
answered. You've answered your own
He had
question.
one belt.
If he doesn't deserve to be amongst those elite names, you've answered your own question.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, you're right.
It doesn't mean he's crap. It doesn't mean any of that. You don't have to shit on a bloke to say that you've had an outstanding career, but you just haven't had the same career that others before you have had.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
That's
Because
true.
this is the guy who had one belt. And look, I gave it to him. He defended that belt longer, right, than any other heavyweight did. I gave it to him. Other than that, the competition is what's wrong with me. Because clearly, when we see him fighting the best of the best, kind of lost.
I mean, he did make an idiotic decision by turning down $50 million. But at the same time, he was trying to make big fights. He was.
Yeah,
Punch.
but look. This is the thing. When you're trying to make a big fight like Tyson Fury and happen, yeah, Showtime, pay-per-view, all that. But then when you came back and try to make a fight with King Kong Ortiz, the rematch, that wasn't a pay-per-view. That was a Fox. Fox had to do that because the Showtime didn't want to do that. That wasn't a pay-per-view, you know. So he
Don't put that on Wilder, and I'll tell you why. Don't put that on the pay-per-view on Wilder, the man, the athlete, the boxer. Put it on the promoter, because let's remember, Keith Thurman versus Fondora was going to be a pay-per-view, right?
Yeah, but that was trash. That's like Mario.
Well,
versus Thurman.
again, you've just answered your own question. That's got nothing to do with the athlete. That's got everything to do with the business. Hey, Punch, can you ask, just have a look at Mark Wynn there. How do we know that Moses got skill? We don't even know if he can go 8 rounds. He knocked everyone out in first few rounds. Well, Mark,
True.
it's it's probably the way that he does it because like the angles and the footwork that he uses, which is a little bit impressive for someone that big. So I don't know if he can go 8 rounds, but shit.
Yeah, I see somebody take him there, but right now the domination of footwork and skill he's been showing, I think he got it in him, man. I like what I see. I ain't quick to jump on the train like everybody else did with his recent performance. I'm more so like, keep on stepping up the competition and we'll see. Like that's where I am with
I
the
got
competition.
Moses better than Wemby, or so he got more skills than other heavyweights. I could say I think he's more skilled than Wilder too. Like,
Well, the
maybe
thing
I'm
about
crazy,
Moses,
but that could say that.
forgive me if I'm wrong, anyone listening in the chat or up on the panel, have we seen Otama's, have we seen his chin get tested yet?
Not really. Not in the fights I've seen. Like I've seen him get hit, but never like hit. Like so. And again, as I was saying, it's a heavyweight division, so we'll see.
That's a good point, isn't it? There's getting hit and there's getting hit.
Yeah. So we'll see, man. Like
Wemby showed me he could get hit. Parker hit him and rocked him. Otama showed me something like it's different. So when Wemby is like a dude, Otama fights, I think Otama wins, bro. Because like Parker could have almost knocked him out. He was rocked in the first couple rounds, bro.
No, see, I don't see it that way. Like I think that there's some fighters you got to be careful, and Wardley's one of them, right? Even when he's dazed and a little bit wobbly, he's got the power to actually, like you come rushing in and he just throws a straight one or a overhand or something like that and it clips you, you're out cold before you even get to throw your punch. So I think it's probably just about understanding your opponent. We see that a bit in all divisions. Oh, I've got them wobbled and they come running in and end up just getting knocked out coming in. So there's definitely a craft to know about there. But look,
it's just good timing.
Wardley's a bit of an enigma for me.
I got Otama beating Wardley. It's a good fight. They could make it, but I don't see.
Yeah, Wardley's one of those type of fighters where it's like he looked like he's gonna get cooked by everybody, but he got that power, man, and he's showing that he have a 10,
bro.
Well, I think
Warren is not going to make that fight happen because he got 2 guys that can fight for Usyk and shit. So he's looking at that. Like I don't see these 2 guys fighting.
let me go out on a limb. If he gives Justisuni a rematch, I think that Justisuni bakes him again. That was a boxing lesson for 9 rounds until he made a mistake.
Yeah, but what are the judges going to say? The judges is different. Like, shit, bro. We've been seeing people are passing fights and making money because of shit like that. Look at the UFC. They got someone like, I'm not gonna put that in there. But look, bro, I just need to see the fights happen, and I need to see them happening like real time and show me that they're right there. Like,
But as a fan, that's all you need. You don't need the hype. You don't need the can do, should do. You just need to see him in the ring and see who's better on the night. That's about as simple as it gets, right?
That's true.
You can jump up and down and say, well, I saw him do this, I saw him throw this punch, I saw him adopt these tactics. But really, and this is probably to you, Punch, and this is about me just learning, how many fighters do you see employ the exact same tactics 4, 3, 2 fights in a row? The exact same ones for different opponents.
Canelo Alvarez is the king of it.
Ooh.
Exact same thing every time.
Well, if you're going to do that, I'm going to say Benavidez as well.
Benavidez too. He don't change
Yeah.
his game plan much, not much. But I have seen him have to adjust in a few fights. So he showed me he got a toolbox for sure. Canelo ain't showed me that before. Always been come forward, land hard shots, head movement, good IQ. You know what I mean? Body shot to the head. Like,
Oh,
you
I'm
know,
looking.
very predictable.
That's a great observation, right? Tim
Yeah.
Tszyu.
Zoo. Yep. Very same. Yep.
Yeah,
Same
still
thing.
do the same. Yeah.
There's a few. There ain't a lot, but there's a few who use the game. Same. Errol Spence
I'm
was a good one.
I'm
Like,
wondering, can you put Inouye in that? Like, I'll just do my
like
thing.
anyway, got times where he'll box you inside, box you outside, use the ring.
Yeah, that's the
Fight
thing
behind
about
his
anyway,
jab. No,
though.
But
he's pretty skilled.
Yeah, then
but
he's still
I kind of
look,
feel like
yeah.
feel like you beat Inouye by not hurting him. Don't knock him down.
You
Just
gotta
keep.
knock him out.
So no, you gotta knock him out because he
You gotta
can
knock
box. The
him
thing
out
about in the
because
way,
he can
the
box.
thing,
I'm going the other way.
Yeah.
I'm going the other way and saying outpoint him every round, but don't hurt him, because if you hurt him or knock him down, he's coming for his square up, and you're not going to enjoy it.
DJ, this is what Inoue is, bro. He's gonna come. He's not a like we talking about boring fighters in America, like Tevin and Shakur and shit like that, right? Or some boring fight. Like this guy is not boring. This guy's gonna come in and try to knock you out. He's gonna get dropped a couple times, like he did, but he's gonna find a way to finish you, and that's what Inoue does, bro. Like people call David Benavidez a monster, bro. I don't see a monster, bro. I see a
Look,
cookie monster.
that
That's where I see
you
a guy who has the
That's
hands
because you a hater. That's
no
why.
no no
That's
no
just
no
the
no no
hater
no
in you.
no.
look
Let me
round
tell you.
round
Let me tell you
round.
about that.
You
Go ahead.
you allow your brain to go off on these tangents from the question that I asked. What I really asked was, do you see the same strategy and style? Well, who do you see the same strategy and style in today's boxing, regardless of the opponent that they're
Yeah,
fighting?
that's the thing. Oh my god, that's the thing in boxing. You know, stop. Look, not even boxing, but the fight game styles to make fights. But when we don't get these fights that in boxing, what we want to see, what is it? We dish in boxing, we trash in boxing as boxing fans because we don't see it. But then we do see some fights, and then we still trash them, like Devin Haney in his last fight. We're trashing. Like I got MMA fans that told them to watch that fight, and they still trash me to this day about that. Like what the fuck? I'm not gonna watch boxing. Look at the last fight. You tell me. So shit like that. Like yo, DJ, you're right, bro. But at the end of the day, like these boxers, they like when you make like I said, styles make fights. Where you gotta make that style in that fight be legitimate because we don't want to see no Tom and Jerry shit.
Round. I don't think that's Devin's fault. If you're telling your MMA fans and you want them to be a fan of boxing, Devin Haney isn't the guy that you actually go.
I mean, no.
Yeah,
I picked that, but you know why? Because I told him, like, yeah, bro, if you buy this card, you could get this card for free and shit. So that I really promoted to them, like, hey, get these two, buy this whole shit, and then you can get this other one. And then when they seen Canelo, like, oh, this is the face of boxing, and they look at Canelo fight. They're like, this is the face of boxing? This is what you're talking about? They're shitting on me. They're shitting on me for that. They're shitting on me for that.
Round. Yeah, I kind of feel like that you're a movie critic, right? You go and watch movies and say, fucking, this was good, this was bad, and bits and pieces. And you tell the rest of the... Yeah. You go and tell the rest of the world, go and watch Black Widow, and it's just an absolute flop, right? So all I'm going to say is, if you're going to encourage people to get into a different pick some decent examples. Man, I would pick 20 people before I would pick Canelo and Haney to try and get someone into to enjoy
Man,
boxing.
I mean,
you
it's a
gotta
big
pick the
name. That's
exciting
why
guys.
Ryan Garcia main eventing, and then the next day Canelo. That's a big shit, and people know like
Uh,
MMA casuals even
you,
know who Ryan
Anaway,
is.
Bam
Canelo.
Rodriguez,
Yeah,
Terrence
no.
Crawford. You still on the
This is
tight people.
MMA fans. This is MMA fans. So casually, they know boxing names like Ryan Garcia and Canelo. So when they hear that,
Listen,
like, oh, he's
listen,
gonna be the
listen.
main, and then the
Round,
next day,
round,
okay, we're gonna do it.
round one.
And what they get.
If you're going to introduce people to beef, what you don't do for their first experience is just give them some cut off the leg that's chewy and gristly. You give them a porterhouse or something like that, so they get to experience the best part of beef. Don't get them excited with the worst part of beef. It ain't going to work. Boxing's the same.
I totally agree, man. You gotta show them the tight guys for their first fight. Like they gotta see somebody. You're like, ooh, that dude was amazing. You gotta show them dudes, bro. Not fucking Haney, man, who's a fucking snorefest, man. So I was like, what the
Yeah,
hell?
look, but that's the thing though, bro, because the MMA fans, they're casuals in boxing, or they're casually, they're not gonna want to see this other names they don't know and shit. So when I tell them, like, yeah, get this shit, they're still shitting me to this day. Like I said, like, yeah, Devin Haney's gonna fight in November, and the homies like, that boring ass dude I seen, like, what the fuck shit? Who's gonna buy that shit? You know,
Round
like,
one.
I'm getting shitted on. I'm getting shitted on, bro. And that's what it is. The
Round one.
boxing fans, like, I mean, yeah, I don't know, bro. I'm getting shitted on by my MMA fans, bro. That's what it is.
Imagine
Round
if
one.
that was your first boxing fight you ever seen. You'd be the same, like, what the fuck was that bullshit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm getting MMA fans into boxing and shit, and then I give them this card, like, oh yeah, I buy this and you can join for free. But then look, they over here like, what the fuck, this boxing? No wonder it's for free. It's boring and shit. Like they're shitting on me. They're shitting on me, bro. And it's like,
Well,
and I always want. Yeah, go ahead, DJ.
Round one, you can give me chocolate coated dog shit for free, right? And allow me to eat it. I'm still not going back for seconds.
Hey, look. I'm gonna give you two fights. I'm gonna give you two fights.
So round one.
Look. No, I'm gonna give you two fighters to watch, and I'll put it in there. Go ahead. The two fighters is JDM and Volkanovski, Aussie motherfuckers who are champions, and they never been in a boring fight. They never been in and UFC sometimes is boring.
So why would you pick Canelo and Devin Haney?
They're even boring. Like they're even boring.
But you're telling your MMA fans to go watch it. Come on.
But, I mean, look, bro. The MMA fans know when it's boring too. They've seen boring fights. So when they tell me like this is boring, and it's like, okay, I'm not gonna disagree with them because they've seen boring ass MMA fights.
Man,
like,
look at
so
if
you're
gonna
tell me it's boring, I'm gonna agree with them. Like, yeah, it's boring, bro.
Round one.
Go ahead.
If you're going to give him Canelo and you're going to give him Haney, you might as well give him Boots. It'll be boring as shit.
I was giving them. Look,
Swear to God.
I was giving them.
I agree. Give them black ass boots.
The face of boxing, and then Ryan Garcia, the next guy who had bigger pay-per-views, because he had more pay-per-views than Tank Davis in his last fight. So no, he's the next guy in the face of boxing. So I'm telling these guys, like, yeah, this is gonna be a good fight. And then we're like, what the fuck? Why is the policeman and the firefighter fighting each other?
I need to talk to this guy offline.
My God, bro, this is what boxing. Look, I don't even want to tell an MMA fan to go.
Yeah, DJ. I think we need to have a long talk with round one offline.
No, bro. Look, I can't even have a fucking fan like tell me like, oh yeah, buy a boxing pay-per-view, because they're looking at me like, is it gonna be Devin Haney? That's what they're telling me, bro. That's what they're telling me. Is it gonna be boring, bro? I don't know. It's a fight. It's just like a UFC fight. We got to see it. If it's boring or not.
I'll tell you what. Let's go the other way. let's not argue about it. How about on Punch's channel, right? We look at the weekend or the month or the week coming up, right? The matchups, certain fights on the undercard or the main event, and we rate it and go, should we recommend this to non-boxing fans with a view to get them excited?
I mean,
Let's
I
do
like
that.
it. I like it.
Let's do that going forward.
Look,
right?
MMA guys, I told them they said like Devin Haney and Ryan was like they said Tia was the best fight, and they even said the firefighter and the policeman threw more punches than Devin Haney's fight. Like these guys are I'm not gonna say they're lying because I was watching it.
They're not lying.
They're right.
That shit was boring.
That shit
So,
was boring. So
round
it's
one.
like,
We're in November of 2025.
yup, we got the big card coming up.
Hang
I'm
on.
trying to sell it. I'm
My
trying to
my God, can you just hit the pause button until I ask my question, please? I mean, the dude's like the Energizer Bunny. You put them Energizer batteries in him, and he just doesn't stop. Round one.
Oh man.
So far this year, what is the most exciting fight you've watched?
Go ahead and say it. Bud whooping Canelo's ass.
Round one.
Go ahead.
I'm okay if you take a little bit of time to answer. What is the most exciting fight you've watched in 2025?
I mean, for boxing terms,
Yep. It is a boxing channel.
Yeah, there's a lot. Look, out of all the crappy fights I've seen, I can pick a handful. That's a lot. That's a great fight. So it's kind of hard to say because there's a lot of great fights too. A handful of great fights that I could pull up and they'll be in there.
You know it. Crawford whooping Canelo's ass.
Yeah, no, that was a great fight. And then we got a lot of other fights too, So, and if you're saying that, there's
Okay. Let me go the other way.
okay.
Forget about the technicality and the skill. What is the most entertaining fight of 2025 in your opinion?
I mean, there's still a handful of 2025 fights in boxing.
Well, I'm not going to hold your feet to the fire
okay,
over it.
Okay. Let me say.
Andy Cruz versus that Japanese guy was exciting.
I'm gonna put what's his name? Fuck, what's that dude? Fuck, Bam and the other dude. Well, that was a good fight. I wanted to see. Clearly, it wasn't as good as people thought, but it like on paper, good fights. Yeah, it's like Bud and Crawford. I mean, not Bud and Canelo. We got fucking Inoue and this other dude.
Oh yeah, that New York fight was exciting. That's true.
And what? Yeah, we got I mean, I versus fucking Ramirez, but that was boring as shit. So it's like there's like a couple of.
I'm not asking for boring. I'm asking for entertaining. So here's a couple of things I'm going to throw at you. Right? And it's not about proving you're right or wrong. It's just about a balance between entertainment and skill. Right? Conor Ben Eubank, number one. Right?
Yeah.
Right? Believe it or not, what we just saw last weekend or the weekend before, Parker and Wardley, they went at it. They hurt each other.
That was fun.
They went at it. Canelo Bud, right? And I'm also going to go back and say, believe it or not, Tank and Roach, right?
Yeah, that was a good one too.
And if I'm going to go the other way, I'm going to go and say, well, Hernandez versus Davis. That was nothing but entertainment.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
So,
Cruz versus that Japanese guy on the Bombosis card, Bombosis Hitchens card. That was a fun ass one too.
Bombosis? What?
No. I said Andy Cruz versus that Japanese guy.
Parker and
Oh.
Wardley was a good fight.
You remember that fight? It was the undercard of Hitchens versus Bombosas. That's the fight I was talking about.
Bumbosas. Should I put that into box rec?
Oh,
Like,
that was
just-
exciting. Like Bombosas getting his ass whooped. I loved every second of it.
Man, you hate Bumbosas.
I can't fucking stand him. He been quiet since that last ass whooping though, so I like the quietness. I'm enjoying it.
Hey, what about the rumors about Pacquiao versus Loma?
What about the rumors of Barrios versus Ryan Garcia? Is that true? I don't think. Hold up, Pacquiao versus Loma. Loma gonna come out of retirement for Manny Pacquiao? Two old
Dude,
motherfuckers. That would be interesting.
dude, you've been, for good reason, you've been held up a little bit over the last few days, but there's a bit of traffic going around about Loma and Manny.
Wow. Yeah, that's my first time hearing about that. I like it. I like it actually. I think Lomo is still got it though, so I think he would cook Manny. Manny looks kind of
How do you
Manny.
say that?
Well because
What?
look how rusty Manny looks. Come on, man, he ain't look rusty in his last fight, DJ. Yeah, it's hell.
Yeah,
I think he
We
was-
saw shades of Manny. There were shades of Manny in there, but Lomo's still sharp.
Manny don't even have the punch to drop people. So yeah, no,
Like,
going
yeah, Loma's still sharp.
Oh, hang on, round one. Get over there to Indonesia and Philippines and stand in front of Manny and ask him to hit you. I reckon he's still got some sting.
Yeah, but like Loma's still sharp though. You know what I mean when I say that though, like right? Like he's still, yeah, he's still in like his boxing. Like he can still like become a champion right now, like if he wanted to. Like we're like Manny now.
So there seems to be a theme about some of this exhibition stuff, and I'd like to hear from both of you. Like and I've got no inside information at all, right? That I've seen, and I call them rumors, right? Because you never know in boxing, right? You've got Floyd and Manny, you've got Floyd and Tank, you got Manny and Tank, Manny and Loma. You've got these not sanctioned fight, but you've got these boxing matches from previous greats. How do you reckon that fits into the boxing landscape? Is it a money grab, or is it something that fans should support, want to see?
I mean, when it comes to these exhibition fights, man, like it never really caught my attention. You know what I mean? But there seems to be a market for it, and I say, hey, man, all things combat sports, you know what I mean, that can succeed, I'm all for it, man. You know, so I don't love it and I don't hate it, you know.
So when you look back, Punch, and you have a look at the Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, let's be fair with each other.
Yeah,
That was more an exhibition fight than it was a proper fight. Right?
definitely. Yeah, the skill gap was humongous.
Yeah,
The skill gap was huge,
yeah,
bro.
the
So
skill
yeah,
gap was- that's
definitely.
like if Floyd came into Connor's world, the skill big gap would be huge. And Connor's not a wrestler, but clearly he would beat Floyd in that shit. So yeah.
But I give Conor kudos for trying. But like, yeah, the skill gap was too far. And let's be honest, man. We didn't seen that too many times. Other than that bullshit with Ngannou versus Tyson Fury, every MMA guy that tried to cross over to boxing got destroyed.
Well, that got destroyed anyway when they put Ngannou against Joshua, and Joshua folded him backwards.
Let me tell you guys a history about this
Yeah.
shit. The first fight I seen was a former UFC heavyweight champ and Tim fighting someone like Ray Mercer, and Ray Mercer knocked him out. But then later on, Ray Mercer fought Kimbo Slice, and then he got beat up by Kimbo Slice.
Well, I thought Kimbo Slice was a monster.
Yeah, but Kimbo Slice wasn't a wrestler or nothing, but he put his ass down, started hitting him again, like
Kim,
if he was a wrestler. So it's
Kim,
like
That guy was a legend.
skill gap was,
Kimbo,
and
Kimbo.
Kimbo wasn't
The worst
not
thing
good.
you can do to
He
Kimbo is
was
give him
trash
rules.
in a way.
Yeah,
He was kind of
Kimbo was
Like,
trash in
a
a way,
legend,
bro.
bro.
yeah, just Kimbo's at his best with no rules. Out in
No
the
rules.
street,
Street fighter.
yeah.
No. Kimbo to me, he should have been like bare knuckle boxing. That's a great thing for Kimbo.
He
That's my
would he
opinion.
would be
He was
dominating
a
that shit today
he
if he
was
was
ahead of
around.
his time, bro. Kimbo was ahead of his
Oh
time, bro.
man, could you imagine if they had that during his time? Oh man, he'd have been champ for
Imagine if
years.
KFC was coming up and then they had Kimbo, like that would have been the face. Like, they were trying to make the Kimbo the face of MMA when Showtime had Elite XC and shit, right? So, yeah, Kimbo was the guy. He was the first viral guy you've seen in the internet
Round,
like that, you know?
round, round one. Why you always got to turn these boxing channels into MMA?
You do that a
We're not
lot.
talking about MMA like you guys said about Conor and this. Look, Conor, yeah, he was a skill gap away from boxing, but at the end of the day, like, yeah, that's a skill gap, bro. That yeah,
You know, every single one of your talking points come back to MMA, though, right?
Oh
Every
yeah,
one. It's hilarious, bro. Hey man, that's just who round one is, man. He just love his MMA, man. We dig it,
man,
man.
I'm a fight
And,
fan, so I
and
love the fight
we're
game.
here for it. It's passion.
It's too funny though. Like, look, the sports are similar, but they're not the same. Like
Yeah,
an
they're
MMA
not. It's
fighter,
like
an MMA fighter can only dream to make what like the top boxers make. Like you know what I mean? And I think they work just as hard as fighters and deserve to be paid at least close to that. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
it's
Punch.
Like
like tight.
like
It's like
well,
kickboxing.
like here's my MMA
Kickboxing doesn't
question.
get.
I have an MMA question for you right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Round one. What MMA fight could be made that would generate $100 million for both fighters? Like how boxing, like you know how Canelo and Crawford just spot
Bro,
with all that money.
yeah.
What two names could generate that in MMA?
I mean, if you look at it back then, in 2016, 2015, I was saying Canelo was like not he was gonna be the face, right? But I wasn't a Canelo fan. I was a Conor McGregor fan. Conor McGregor was pulling up $1 million pay-per-views while Canelo was fighting Amir Khan and people like that didn't bring up a million until he fought Triple G. So Conor McGregor had a million pay-per-view buys back to back to back to back until he hadn't fought again, right? But if he comes back, he's gonna have that same million pay-per-view buys.
I got one. Believe it or not, Punch. I've got a match up that I think could do it. But I'll
What
let
matchup
round one
would do it?
finish.
Go ahead, round one. So Conor McGregor versus Khabib happened, and I ain't generating no 100 million,
Yeah,
even though we was all
no.
excited.
That generated 2.5 million. That generated even more. His fight with Dustin Poirier, the rematches was 1.8 million, bro. Canelo
You broke up round one. We can't hear you.
and didn't even 300. No, yeah, but Canelo fought someone like Bivol and it was 300. But then Conor McGregor fights someone like Dustin Poirier and that's 1.8 million.
I'm
Come on,
still
man.
not hearing an answer, round one. Which fight generates $100 million in the MMA?
Right now. Like what two names? Like how like John Jones versus Cormier, then they could generate. Then they could get Cormier and John Jones to fight each other, and that would be worth $100 million for both of them.
I'm gonna go this way, Punch. If
I
can,
mean, I don't know, bro. It's kind of weird because right now it's like we don't have pay-per-views no more. That shit's gone, bro. Pay-per-view is gone. So if I could say maybe but even John Jones didn't get that Conor McGregor money with certain people.
I know.
I've got
like
one.
Say the John Jones versus Brock Lesnar fight would have happened. We think that would have generated. Do you think that would have got them both big paydays?
Yup.
I'm gonna go different generations if I'm allowed to. I'm gonna break the rules. All right?
Okay, go ahead.
Royce Gracie versus Conor McGregor.
Wow.
Well, it's
Yeah.
Connor, so Connor's gonna do that. Royce don't even have a like like back then, yeah, but it's Connor. Like I said, anything with Connor is gonna get a million pay-per-view buys. Like look at Paulie Malignaggi, bro. If Paulie Malignaggi fights Conor McGregor in
Oh, he's off
BKFC,
on a
if
tangent.
they fight BKFC, bare knuckle fighting and Connor shit, and they fight and they do a pay-per-view buy, that's gonna do a million pay-per-view buys. Why? Because they're gonna talk shit. They're gonna sell the fight, and clearly, as like people, we're gonna see that fight. We're gonna see bare knuckle. We're gonna pay for that pay per view. And Connor still has like a fucking country behind him. That's the thing. When you got a country behind you, they're gonna like Canelo. Even Canelo had, like I said, Conor McGregor had more pay per view buys than Canelo with someone like Demetrius Johnson or something. Like
I'm,
Conor McGregor was making them 1.1 million pay per view buys when
I'm saying
Canelo
that
was
Royce
fighting like.
Gracie is going to be undefeated.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know.
probably.
No, no, look, this is about Royce
Royce
Gracie.
Gracie in his
No,
prime
no, no.
probably cooked Connor.
That's trash, bro. The
He
UFC
probably
fight, the
cooked
best.
Connor,
No, no,
bro.
no, no. Look. The UFC. Let me tell you guys a history. That first UFC fight, they were talking about the best of the best, bro. They didn't get the best boxer. They didn't get the best karate motherfucker. They didn't get nothing. The best of the best, bro. Who was the champ? There wasn't champions in karate or boxing coming in.
Bro,
Like,
you know who
bro,
does the MMA? You know who Dan Severn was, then,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
The
but
one
he
that would
wasn't
stand
a
over top of you
champion.
and just
Yeah,
headbutt you
but
to
he
fucking.
wasn't.
He would
Yeah, but
headbutt you till you was knocked
that was
out, bro.
later.
He was
But
a monster.
I'm talking about the first, bro.
I
I'm
No,
talking
no. So
about the
punch,
first.
you think today's fighter could have stood a chance against these guys?
punch. I got a question for you as well.
No.
Once round one's finished
Oh no,
and
no, no. Go
round's
ahead,
going to go
DJ.
off
Go
on
ahead, DJ.
his dent, I
Go
want
ahead, dude.
your initial thoughts, your honest initial thoughts, with no homework or anything like that. Gary Antoine Russell versus Shakur Stevenson at
Ooh.
140.
I thought,
Stevenson. I'm gonna pick
damn.
Stevenson.
That's
That's a
see.
hard
I look.
fight, but I'm gonna
That's
lean
a
to
hard fight.
Stevenson.
Yeah, but I can see Shakur pulling it out because of the skill. Like Antoine is a really great fighter with a good IQ, but he don't got the best footwork either. But he's fast. You know what I mean? So I think he'll be able to keep up with Shakur's speed, but I think Shakur's footwork and defense, the defense is crazy from Shakur
Yeah, it's
Stevenson.
a defensive. It's like
So
when
it's
you bring up
like
someone with great
it's so
defense.
hard to
It's
hit. So it's
hard,
like,
bro. It's
yeah.
hard to put someone with
Like
great defense
fighters like
against him,
that, I
bro.
think he would. I think he would frustrate him the same way he frustrated Zepeda. He would land his shots. He would have to hit Shakur with something clean enough to get him down or to discombobulate him to stop the footwork. But if he can't stop the footwork or can't hit him, he's gonna get frustrated the same way as
Yeah,
Zepeda.
but I feel like
Well,
I
I
say
see
50-50
Gary.
though.
boring.
I say 50-50 though. Like it's
Let's
I
yeah.
let's
feel like that fight would be boring.
let's go in turns here, round one. Let's go in turns. I feel like that Gary Antoine Russell is at his best, right? Absolutely, and we just saw it in the last fight, and I'm disappointed for Shanika Johnson, but I really wanted to see Gary Antoine Russell as well on the Tank undercard.
Yeah,
Jake
yeah.
Paul, right?
Man, me too, man.
I was fucking keen for it. This man draws you in to think that you're on top of him and he just beats you up while you're trying to wail on him. So it's probably, if not number one, maybe number two of the current, if I could write a check for the fights that I want to see, Shakur and Gary Antoine Russell. And I've asked a few people this. I've been on Slick's channel. I've asked 9 and bits and pieces. Tell me that's just not craft against craft.
Yeah, that's a hard one to choose, man. It's probably that same category like Norman and Haney.
It kind of reminds me of, you know what that fight kind of reminds me of when you put someone like that, because Gary ain't no slouch, just like your core. They're 50-50 to me. It's like what we getting now, Foster versus Cool Boy Stack. It's kind of like that, bro. That's what I see it, like a 50-50 fight. I'm gonna have to break down these guys' attributes and skills and shit just to pick who can win. You know, like
Oh, Mark. Mark
Yeah,
says
Mark took the
Shakur
Shakur.
wins easily.
And
Man,
no, Mark, what the?
he wouldn't get drawn into a slugfest. I know that. I agree with that, Mark.
it's not about a slugfest. It's about actually tricking you into what would I call it? Tricking you into distance control.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and that's the
He-
thing. They both got it. They both.
Gary
got
doesn't
that
care
distance.
if he gets hit. He
Mm.
he doesn't care because you
And the thing about Shakur, he does got distance control, like you're saying, DJ. And I've seen even Antoine do the same shit. Sometimes he don't, but I've seen him do that distance
Mm.
control. So it's like,
no look.
and,
I just wanted it because I won't say I'm
That was a good question.
fantasizing, going to sleep about it, but god damn, that's a fight I'd love to see.
All right, fellas. It's getting super late. I'm about to shut it down.
all right,
But I appreciate
DJ.
both of you guys, man, for coming up because y'all don't realize how much you kept my mind focused off the super pain that I've been in lately. But so I appreciate y'all coming up, man.
Hey, Punch, I'll keep it away for you anytime, bro. Just hit me up.
I appreciate you, dog.
Yeah, no, hit me up. I'm your boy, DJ. Your boy. We your boys, bro.
Man, my homies, man.
Punch.
They're my
You know how
homies.
to get a
Yeah.
hold of me. You need a distraction or release, whatever. You know where I'm at.
All right, I'll
Hey,
definitely
Punch,
hit you
you
guys
have an
up.
IG? Do you have an Instagram?
Yeah, I do, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna put my Instagram on the chat so you could add me.
All
Right
right, yeah,
now.
put it on
So,
there, bro, so I can add you,
what?
bro.
Yeah, just this is the name that you could get me, and
All right, yeah, man, I'll hit you up so we can pick your brain offline. It's gonna be fun, huh, DJ?
no, yeah. Hey. Okay, so type that in, like you see it, like how I said it.
Yeah.
Type that in, and I'll add you, bro. Yeah.
All right, I got you, bro.
Yeah, bro. You already know, my boy. Hey, thanks for having me on, though, bro.
Oh man,
I
anytime,
yo,
man.
I'm always loving being on your shit, bro. You my
All right,
boy,
man.
bro.
You know you
You
one of the
really,
guys,
you
bro.
really
You
made
already
the
know
yo.
that.
That's what I'm saying. You really made me one of the guys, and not you, but DJ, the group, bro. When I see the group from GMT Heavy and all that, it's the group, bro. So I love the group, bro, and
Yeah,
I'm
bro. We
glad
fuck with you,
I'm a
dog.
part of it, bro. I'm glad to be a
Yeah.
part of it.
You know we fuck with you, dog.
Hell yeah. I'll see you later, bro. Hit me up.
All right, dog. You have a good night, man. All right, man. So that's my motherfucking man, round one, man. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah, man. You already know that. We fuck with you, dog. You one of the guys, homie. But yeah, man. So I'm about to get up out of here, man. I'm about to go lay my ass down. I ain't feeling too well today. So everybody, y'all have a good night, man. DJ Mark Wynn, round one, GMT Sports, 913, Heavy Bag Boxing, Chappelle, and all the guys, man. Y'all have a good night. I'm out. Peace.